What's up, everybody? I just wanted to walk you through the prop lobby on ThriveFantasy and go through and see if we can find anything that makes sense. I'll show you the bets that I made already. I think I've got like 4-player parlays already in there. I've got a 1K posted if you want to take me on in their regular contests, which are posted here. If you're already a RotoPass Daily subscriber or a Number Ball subscriber, you can get into the free roll here. So, the subscriptions are basically paying for themselves with these free rolls. So be sure to check it out, rotopassdaily.com/numberball. You can check out the RotoPass Daily package. So they've got these regular contests here that you can enter. I say regular, they're not like DraftKings or FanDuel or anything. They're still prop based, and you get points based on which side you take. So it's weighted, and rather than just 50 points for over, 50 points for the under, they will tempt you to take the side that is usually less likely to happen, rather than just like go over, spend a ton of time on this. I just wanted to touch on some key points since I know some people are in the free roll today. The thing that carries over from your standard DFS to this is that you're still looking to correlate, and we're going to talk about that in the prop lobby as well. But you can find bets sometimes that will work together well, and especially if you can pair that up with upside, which is also another thing in these contests that still applies, then you've got yourself a nice formula for trying to take down one of these tournaments, right? Because you take so let's look at Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. This is going to be, most of these are going to be pretty close to the median. There's going to be a 50% chance of going over, 50% chance of going under. And when they're tempting you to take the under like this and get extra points, and you can correlate them, I think those are the situations specifically that I would be looking to take advantage of. Even if you think, well, it's a little more likely that Adams and Rodgers hit the over on those, the benefit you get from them happening together, being correlated, and the additional points in a tournament format makes more sense. If you're taking my 1K head-to-head, that's less advisable. You don't have to worry as much about correlation there. But let's go over to the props lobby and check out what we have here. So there are a lot more options to correlate your parlays and give yourself a better chance. And so for me, I'm doing a lot of these 4-leg parlays, which pay out 10-1. Basically, it says 11-1, you get your bet back. But so the idea there is that most of these bets are going to lose. It's not like I'm winning every other one or something. It's all right. If I make 4 bets a weekend or whatever, it's just going to be a few weeks probably before I even hit one, 2-3 weeks before I hit one. That's the sort of expectation I want to set anyway. But the only stipulation, the big rule that we have to keep an eye on and be aware of, is that we need to have players from 2 teams. So it can't just be Nick Foles, Allen Robinson, bang, 2-team parlay or 2-player parlay, and we're done. We have to involve another team. And the best way to do that, if you can find the right situation, is within the same game, because you can correlate with the opponent just like we do in DFS. And since I've said this on another video as well, but since FanDuel, DraftKings don't do 2 quarterback leagues outside of Showdown, I guess, there's not a lot talked about the correlation between quarterbacks, where the quarterback for the team you're stacking and the opposing quarterback are actually the most correlated thing, more so than a quarterback and his own receiver even. So some cases it's different by situation, of course, by team and by tendencies and that sort of thing. But I think that it's a good opportunity to take advantage of that people probably aren't utilizing enough on Thrive. So you could look at something like Foles and Allen Robinson, Teddy Bridgewater, and your favorite receiver from Carolina, or least favorite if you're going with the under, and just take all the same side. You don't have to. There are other sites similar to this where they force you to take at least one over, or at least one over, one under. It can't be all unders or all overs, but you could take all overs with Foles, Robinson, Bridgewater, and DJ Moore, or all unders. I think that generally you're going to want to shade towards the unders. I'm not saying take unders every time or anything, but 53% of the time, the under is actually going to hit. That's correlated with, or that's a reference from like Vegas and actual sports books, but Thrive is basing their props here off the lines that the sports books are setting. You're going to see basically the same exact, if not very, very close numbers here from Thrive that you're going to see at the sports book. So the one thing is that around inactives, I would say, is the best opportunity to try and hop over and see if there's anything you can potentially leverage in and take advantage of. Hop on a good line before the market, or even Thrive themselves. Maybe I haven't seen them pull lines down. I'm sure they do, but I haven't run to go get something that I'd seen earlier and then is gone before I get there. But either way, you can react to situations like a running back being inactive, and that meaning that the lead back is going to get more carries, and that's not factored in because it was a surprise inactive. So the prop for rushing yards is too low for a guy. The other thing as it comes to correlation and thinking about rushing situations is that the running back is going to be negatively correlated with the quarterback, but you can use that to your advantage as well, right? Like you can take the over on Derrick Henry and the under on Tannehill, and let's go check out my props. I think I did that or something close to it. But yeah, here it is. It's the first one that pops up here. I took the under on Tannehill, the over on Henry, the over on Minshew, and the under on Robinson. So that's pass yards and rush yards strictly. It's not a combo. Sometimes you see a combo of like rush yards plus receiving yards, and that can mess with your correlation. Just be aware of that. And it's obvious if you're aware of it and thinking of it, but don't let that sneak up on you. There are oftentimes touchdown over-unders as well. It's not always yards for quarterbacks. Sometimes it's completions, just like we saw with Robbie Anderson, where he was catches. They mix it up a good amount, and it's nice to have a variety of different things. So yeah, I did that bet right there. And these are $200 that are gonna net me 10x of 2K if I win any one of these. So even if I won just one of these, three, that's a great day. So that's what I'm hoping for is to hit one of these. So yeah, I got Amendola and Stafford, it looks like, correlated here with the under. I took the under here, and Burrow and Mixon, but went under with the pass yards, over with the rush yards, the negative reverse correlation there. So this one was more of rather than going quarterback with Bridgewater, I went with two wide receivers. I don't remember why. Bridgewater might not have been available last night or whenever I made this, but I took Moore and Anderson, the unders there. So it's essentially making the same bet on the pass game. Not probably as ideal because a lot of times one guy can go off, but they're high enough that felt pretty good about it. And then the over on the rushing for Mike Davis, just hoping that they control that game, give the ball to Mike Davis the whole time, don't have to pass that much. And I took the over on Galladay here. So you see, I took the under on Stafford and Amendola and the over on Galladay. It's not about even nailing situations perfectly or something and betting necessarily on the over or the under as much as it would be if they were just straight wagers, because of the advantage that you're getting from the correlation. And if you can find situations to have that pay off for you, especially if it's extremely correlated within a full game stack or something, which I don't think any of these are examples of that, but you have full game stack going where it's all 4 plays are correlated, pretty correlated with each other, then that's you don't have to worry about being perfect with, all right, well, is this one the edge on the over? That's not what it's about. The biggest thing is finding the correlation. So that's my biggest advice. Just wanted to pop in and post that for the people that are going to be playing in the free roll today, or that are playing around on Thrive for the first time. I know a lot of people are checking out for the first time, and the format is unique and new, and people might have been wondering, how can I take advantage of this? How can I make the best plays and give myself the best shot at winning? That's what I would do. Good luck. Catch you next time. Until then, do awesome things.